Right now we are going to be playing with TERA BOX, however. This version of TERA BOX that doesn't have anything really unique about it. We have, of course, Wellspring Ogerpon, which is the main attraction of the deck, with a torrential pump attack being able to deal 100 and 120 damage to the bench if you return 3 energy attached to Wellspring Ogerpon. You can bypass that a little bit with the Sparkling Crystal. As the ace spec, you remove a cost from one of your Terra Pokemon, meaning your attack now only costs 2 energy. And before someone goes down to the comments and tells me that you still need to shuffle 3, no you don't. Well, if you have 3, you shuffle 3, but if you have to, you can still use the attack and get the effect. Don't argue with that, because I feel like every content creator that does a video on TERA BOX, there's someone in the comments asking or arguing about that. That's how it works, all right? So we're using that combo. We also have the grass type attacking potential of Teal Mask Ogerpon, as well as energy acceleration to combine with energy switch to go along with the Crispins, which are the core of the deck. And then we have Iron Leaves as another attacker, as well as an option to get out of a retreat lock if we encounter that. We have Pikachu EX as a powerful attacker. Topaz Bolt, 300 damage. That's a lot of damage for sure. You discard 3 energy attached to this Pokemon. Perfectly fine, thanks to Crispin, thanks to the Sparkling Crystal. You can do this with 2 energy as well. You could do it out of the blue with like attach for turn, Sparkling Crystal, energy switch off of Ogerpon, and still get to Judge or Lillie or Briar or whatnot. So very powerful combo there, and supposedly it will be even stronger when we get the new tool that allows Pikachu EX to deal 50 extra damage, getting all the way up to 350, and being able to now deal with things like Charizard or things like Dragapult, which is obviously very, very good. Now we do have Terapagos as well as a powerful standalone attacker. It does have access to the Crown Opal attack. We do have the potential energy available for that. So if we're up against someone like Rainier Bolt, then we can create this a single Terapagos board somehow. That would be pretty powerful. Probably not going to happen, but it is possible. But it's just like a powerful attacker with Unified Beatdown up to 240 damage. Quick and easy, straightforward damage that can one-KO pretty much every basic EX Pokemon at this point in time. Except for something like Bloodmoon Ursaluna, which is also here in the deck. You do start to run out of resources towards the late game. You've used your Noctowls, you're down a few energies, so Bloodmoon Ursaluna as a closer is very, very good. Then we have Lillie's Clefairy to cover the Psychic type weakness that we give Dragon type Pokemon, especially Dragapult, of course. We have Mew EX as well as a potential attacker, thanks to Crispin, thanks to Energy Switch, even Fezandipiti, which of course these two combine really well to recover from hand disruption. Both can be very powerful attackers, especially an early Cruel Arrow is super, super powerful against decks like Gardevoir, and especially against decks like Dragapult. And then we have Latias to round out the deck, free retreat, and we have the Fan Rotom Noctowl Engine Fankle giving us our Hoothoot and Noctowl pieces, and Noctowl with the Jewel Seeker can find anything we potentially need. So only have the Glass Trumpet for a little bit of extra energy acceleration, can accelerate to Bloodmoon Ursaluna, can accelerate to the Terapagos, and then transfer the energy as well off of those. So we'll have to see how the deck ends up working. A lot of consistency with 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, and the copy of Buddy-Buddy Poffin. So 11 turn 1 outs to the Fan Rotom, which is pretty cool. So let's jump in the ladder, play some games, and see how we do. Fan Rotom, don't have energy to attack. Bro. This is what the last 3 years of playing Pokemon has felt for me. Just playing against the current every single game. Out of how many basics does that play? Look at their hand. Like, could they have picked a better starting hand and a better starting Pokemon? Out of 3 Charmander, 2 Pidgey, 2 Duskull, Fez, Chiyu, Tatsuka. Ridiculous. not just the Klefki, right? It's like back to back to back games. And so by the third game where everything's going wrong, you start to hate the game. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyways. I mean, sub Klefki isn't bad. I think I'm gonna go, well, if I'm gonna go sub, then I probably shouldn't be going for Noctowl. Okay. So here's the plan. Here's the plan. We're gonna go Judge Sparkling Crystal into an attempt of a sub lock. At the Klefki into at the Crispin. That's something. Hopefully the Judge does something. I mean, we're gonna see a Lillie immediately. I just know it, but I think that's my best possible answer to like their super strong setup. No, they're just gonna Arven for the technical machine evolution, no problem. Into I'm surprised he didn't Ultra Ball for Pidgeotto to jump into the Pidgeot immediately. Alright, I mean, it's gonna be the Pidgeotto, right? But like, like I have no follow-up to this. It's so dumb. Okay, well, I mean, the Nest Ball gives me a follow-up, I guess. So ridiculous. Okay. I mean, they had to get something, right? So it's fine. But here's what I'm thinking. Ultra Ball, Mew, Nest Ball, Fez. And then I get 3 new cards. Seems alright. Like, what I need is to find an answer to the incoming Charizard. Right, like that's definitely what I need to do. Big time. So if they go KO Fez, my Ogerpon survives. If they go KO Ogerpon, I don't get a new hand, but I get these 2 for next turn. Yes, the Pidgeotto every time. I could knock out the Charmeleon, but then they get Pidgeot, and that's bad for the rest of the game. KO the Pidgeot means the Pidgeotto means they don't have. They need to at least, it guarantees that they won't have Pidgeot for at least 1 more turn, hopefully more, right? And Crispin and Earthen Vessel is actually pretty good. Like, that's return KO and Charizard with my Teal mask. So, maybe we can do something. Maybe. A big maybe. Don't have high hopes for it, but maybe. Weapon immediately promotes, evolves into Charizard, has a knockout on anything they could possibly want. Do have a pretty good hand. Like, the 2 prizes were amazing, so maybe we can still win this. Artisan means I get an extra Hoothoot next turn, which I'm very glad about. They get their Pidgey down. Do they have a boss? That is a question. They don't. Okay. That's actually pretty great. So now we're down to 2-2. Pretty cool. They didn't do much either, so that's good news. So the Judge play into sub, I think, ended up working out decently. Alright, so we're gonna bench a Hoothoot for sure. Then we're gonna play the Area 0. Then I want to draw one with Restart. Energy Switch, meh. Then I'm gonna go flip the script. Okay, sure. I mean, I could go in with the Iron Leaves. That keeps the Teal mask in play. I don't hate that. So there's exactly 3 grass. Yeah, I do like... Okay. Let's put the grass in hand. Let's do the Psychic on the Mew. And let's go Teal Dance. Oh, did I already? No, I did not. I have not attached for turn. Not attached for turn. Okay. Gonna get rid of an energy switch. We're gonna grab 2 more grass energy. We're gonna go ahead and attach for turn to a Teal Mask. And we're gonna go ahead and Iron Leaves, absorb all the energy with Rapid Vernier. I would like to use it. And let's attach this and this and this. And so I have Bloodmoon. I think I should just bench it. If my opponent somehow goes... I probably should have not moved the Psychic and just energy switched. If my opponent goes boss the Bloodmoon to try and stall, I think that's fine. So we'll just knock out. If they go boss, then I have Noctowl for Latias and boss to maybe win. If they don't, we'll see. Yeah, but I think thinning the Bloodmoon is more important. And that sets up a situation where if they want to bench Fez because they need more pieces, then that opens up another win condition as well. So I feel like it's a win-win to play down the Bloodmoon. If they bring it up, that means they're not attacking. That means they're not getting closer to winning. So it's a good thing. Now, they could potentially win this turn by going Dusknoir, Briar, Candy, Charizard, KO, right? They go Dusknoir, play Briar, use the Dusknoir, KO Noctowl, KO the active. And they get 4 prizes in a single turn. So they do have the potential to win. It needs so much though. They need so much. Like we should be safe. Hey Fercho, how are you doing? Dog Pez. I mean, in theory we are safe, but never bet against my luck. Never bet against my luck. All right. Never bet against my luck. If they get Secret Box, they might be able, yeah, if they're playing Secret Box, they could be. They could do it. And I mean, they have the Fez, they had the Candy Pidgeot. But it's not out of the question. Well, if they had Secret Box, it's just finding Charizard and Dusknoir. They would require a lot, right? They would require a lot. Okay, there's the Charizard, Dusknoir, and Briar. Heroescape, okay. They played the Arven. So now we win by knocking out the Fez, right? Dog Fez, yeah, so seems like we're safe. They oh my god. Wait, what? Oh. They were 1 card. Oh no, they Arven. Wait. What did they Arven for? Oh, I don't have boss now. What did they Arven for? Did they? Oh, okay. I guess I have boss now. What did they Arven for? Oh, they Arven for the Ultra. Okay, they were 1 card short. That's insane. They were 1 card short off of the win. That is insane. 1 card short. All right. That is crazy. They didn't have it because they ultra rolled for they were one card short. They had Charizard, they didn't have Dusknoir. And like between Quicksilver or not, they were one card. They had Briar, they had the Candy Charizard, or they had Candy Charizard, or they had Dusknoir. So they couldn't quick search for both cards, but the Fez almost got them there. That is insane. Because my hand was that bad. And my hand is that bad yet again. 11 outs to Fan Rotom does not matter. And there's a body. Oh my goodness. I can't stand this game sometimes. Okay, well at least their start isn't as strong either. Okay, I honestly don't want to evolve into a Noctowl here. That feels like a waste. I'm just gonna Lillie here. And make my decision off of that. Okay, yeah, I found the Latias, that's pretty nice. I actually could get a KO now if I find one energy off of Iron Leaves. Off of Teal Mask with Iron Leaves is what I meant. Okay, no energy, that's fine. Wait, I can steal? No, I can't. Yeah, no, I can't find energy this turn. Yeah, there's no way for me to pressure at this point in time. We know my opponent's hand is not great though. They went second, all they did was bench and attack. So... okay, I'm definitely gonna retreat though. Sure. And next turn we go... I can't get Wellspring. Can't get Wellspring. Okay. Draw, attack. So... what do I draw here? Ditto. I can't KO the freaking active. I'm gonna need to use my crystal. That's so dumb. Alright. I mean, I need to be aggressive, right? Well, I don't need to use crystal. I can Crispin. I'm gonna grab the Poffin for next turn. I mean, alright, so we're gonna Crispin for this, and then I'll get to draw an extra card as well. So the energy here. I'm definitely gonna use Iron Leaves instead. Pretty sure. It's a lot of energy already in play. Yeah. It's just, I don't love using Iron Leaves because then I can't attack next turn, but I'm committed now, so nothing I can do about it. So transfer 1, 2, and 3. Just 3. That's a huge over KO on the Buddy. But, and I mean, this is just very lame, right? Because my start was bad and my opponent's start was worse. So this is just the opposite. My opponent's now on the opposite end of what I was. Of what was happening the previous game, so we're not actually getting to play Pokemon. We're just we're just like, okay, well, they bench the Fez, they have Poffin, they Poffin for another Body. That's gonna be super annoying. Apparently they did not, so not too bad. No Poffin on for another Body. That's great. Oh, okay. Oh, are you actually gonna have the Neo Upper Energy? Please just have it. Like, Salamence TV, thanks so much for follow. Alice from Alo, thanks so much as well. Okay, friend, please just have the please just find the Neo Upper off of this. Like, I want you to find it. I actually want you to find the Neo Upper Energy. No, okay. Tord builds. I don't know if it's Tord build, but yeah. I mean, Tord definitely, like, he played forward candy, right, in Pultnor. Alright, so now let's go into the Clefairy, which we did not prize and which we do have access to because we also did not prize the Psychic Energy. That's great. We also get a double Hoothoot down for future turns, and I probably want to just set up the Fezandipiti because why not? Don't expect the Pikachu to be super useful. Go ahead and bench the Fez just in case. Everything minus the Noctowl has free retreat, which honestly could be a problem this following turn if my opponent if they go like Countercatcher Iono into the Noctowl, that could be problematic. I mean, I still have Turo, right? So not the end of the world. We could even see a concession if my opponent's hand's still pretty bad. Although, I mean, Dragapult is a deck known for its comebacks, right? So you can never count Dragapult out, basically. All right. Alrighty. What are they going to do? Countercatcher Body Iono would be problematic. That's for sure. Night Stretcher. Energy Retreat. Countercatcher. Iono. Oh, not yet. Evolve Iono. Yeah, there's the Iono. As expected, right? As they should. We have one energy left in the deck. We did find Noctowl, so even if we're under item lock, we could still Crispin for that energy and keep up the aggression here. Is there a universe where they can win in a few turns, maybe? Okay, Noctowl for Turo is probably better than the Crispin, right? Yeah, that leaves me with double Hoothoot still available. I kind of like the Sparkling Crystal. I mean, it's not very useful anymore. So if I'm gonna Turo this turn, and I assume that they're not going to boss KO me, or sorry, Iono KO me next turn, they need to KO the Clefairy, right? And a Hoothoot probably. I have a Fez down, so they can't, like, if they can't attack with, well, I guess they could. They could go Dusknoir. Alright. The Nest Ball is probably a bad grab, honestly. Alright. So I'm gonna attack with Iron Leaves, I think. I mean, I'm gonna promote this, it has free retreat. Okay, so they can potentially deal with both. They need Hawlucha, then Neopper, and Dusknoir, and Dragapult, and Countercatcher, and Iono. Like, that's a worst case scenario, right? That exact 6-card combo, because that way they go Hawlucha, 10 on Fez. I guess they don't need to KO the Fez, they just need Dusknoir to, like, KO the Clefairy. No, they do want to. Yeah, if they kill Clefairy, yeah, they do need to. Okay, never mind. Okay, so it's Iron Leafs time. Take the KO, go down to 2 prize cards. Clefairy's powered up. I have double Hoothoot down. So I will have some form of recovery off of the Iono to 2 if it happens, right? But like I said, they need Dusknoir, 13 on the Clefairy. They need Dragapult. They need the Neopper. They need Hawlucha. They need Countercatcher. And they need Iono. That's like the best 6 cards they could have. There's one, right? There's one piece they thin, that's fine because there's Area 0, so once they evolve into Dragapult, they can steal Hawlucha, right? So 5 pieces. Dragapult, Neopper, Countercatcher, Iono, Hawlucha. That's worst case scenario for me. It is asking a lot, but it is possible, right? It is possible. If they wipe both Hoots plus Clefairy, yes, that would also not be great. I generally think, well, yeah, maybe that's, I don't know if that's better than knocking out Fez and Clefairy though. Because like Noctowl on its own, yeah, I guess it could give me boss KO into the Fez, so maybe that is better. Alright, okay, now that they played the Jamming Tower, that is no longer possible. That is no longer possible for them. Now they can't bench, well, they still can't bench Hawlucha, never mind. They can bench the Hawlucha in the spot of Dusknoir. Yeah, obviously the hardest card should be the Neopper, right? That has to be the hardest card to find out of everything. Everything else is searchable, except the Neopper. Neopper is of course searchable, but them using the Hilda means there's no Iono coming. And if they had on for Stamp, then there's no Neopper coming. And so now we just win. They get a 4 price turn. We go Nest Ball, Bloodmoon, KO. KO anything. Oh. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. So we weren't able to pressure with the Waterpon. But yeah, I mean, like I said before, never count Dragapult out, I feel. They did the best they could, right, to get to this point, and it almost worked for them. It almost worked for them. All right. But yeah, 7 card hand plus Fez is a little too much to handle. And I had 1 energy to retreat, that's why discarding the Latias didn't really matter too much. And so we're gonna retreat, go into the Bloodmoon, attach to the Bloodmoon, and go boss into whatever was not Bloodmoon, and we would have won. Si estás buscando algún producto o carta de Pokémon, puedes encontrarlo en hyperbeamcards.com y utiliza el código Tablemon para un 5% de descuento en tu compra.